And let's come to a good morning, Hafiza. Come to a comfortable seat. So did I say that we have 2 blocks, yoga belt, and then yeah, it's more importantly something on your knees if your knee is not so comfortable, coming on to the kneeling down pose. And I hope you can see me well. All right, let's begin. Namaste. Towards the end of the practice, we're gonna do the meditation, loving kindness meditation. But today I like to have the mudra, 2 mudra that we're gonna use. So fingers together and the base of the palm or wrist is touching each other and making like this. So as if, so you can imagine like a seed or, flower bud. Flower is closed. So this is called Kapota. So we're gonna use interchangeably this, and it's called Padma Mudra. It's a fully bloomed lotus flower. So basically the pinky and base of the palm, the thumb is together, then other fingers are just opened. So we're gonna use like closed, then open, or in between. So either however you are comfortable. So my elbow kind of comes to my chest, so it's a resting to have that, or you can just rest your thumb to your heart. But we're gonna kind of open, close, but you can relax your finger if you like. But if you like to open wide, you are welcome to. So however the form. So we're gonna keep this lotus, yeah, it's a Padma is a lotus. So we're gonna keep these hands comfortably on our chest. So you can rest your arm to your hand, to the body, or fingers or thumb to your chest. So however you are comfortable. And let's sit down. So the lotus is, have you seen the lotus pond? So lotus is growing in the water. So actually, so it's like as if it is looks like a floating in the water. But the lotus flower is, the stem is pretty long and coming from the mud, the bed of the pond. So from there, the seed is there, then it's growing through the water, then coming onto the surface of water and growing and blooming the beautiful flowers. So this lotus flower is a pretty symbolic in Buddhism and Asian countries. In Japan, we can find the Buddhist temple usually has the lotus pond and blooming the lotus flower in the particular season. I forgot when it's blooming, but I think it's like May or April. But anyway, so today, so you may close your eyes, or you may looking at your lotus flower, or just you can close your eyes. So the lotus flower is a pretty symbolic. So either closing or open or in between, it's a welcome. So beautiful flower is a symbol of a purity and enlightenment. The lotus flower teaches a great lesson as well. So beautiful lotus flower cannot bloom in the marble. Marble is, you usually say the marble. Marble is like, shining and white, beautiful, soft, stone. But the lotus flower blooms only in the mud. So that's very essential, that the mud is very essential for the growth of lotus. But not necessarily we see that the mud underneath of lotus, we usually see the only beautiful lotus is blooming. Right? So, but when we think about it, lotus is growing in the mud. We see lotus flower pink and bright and pure. But beyond that, the beauty, there is water and muddy water. More down, it's going to be the mud and darkness. But on the surface, we cannot see that darkness. We see only the beauty of flower. Right? When we want to see the beyond, when we decide to see the beyond the physical eyes and beyond the surface, we can find the deep within, which is the mud. So the mud is also symbolic that the mud can be, darkness, suffering, grief, anger, jealousy. So from that mud, lotus is growing, right? Growing tall and a long stem to come out from the muddy water and come out to the sun, then find the air and the sunlight and blooming the beautiful flower. So today is an invitation to you to grow your own lotus flower from wherever you are. So from wherever your situation is, maybe the mud, the grief, or challenging difficulties, and anger, sadness. So anything you have, that we grow our lotus flower. So lotus flower, the beauty, this quality can be, happiness and joy, and trust and belief and understanding, kindness and loving. So it is up to us to grow our lotus from wherever we are. So that is our practice today. And let's gradually release our hands. And the hands reach out and up. When I exhale, let's bring our wrist together. So either kapota or like a seed pod of the lotus flower or a blooming the lotus, we are bringing gradually down towards our heart. So now we're going to do differently. So from pod, closed bud of lotus flower, we are shooting that root or stem up. So reaching our hands to the heart center, to the upward, and then open the flower at the top. And then gradually hands release and open out, and then gather into the midline again. And lotus pod, the seed, gradually growing up. And then opening our flowers, maybe fully bloomed. Then open out. So as if we are sharing the happiness and joy to others, to the world. And again. So imagine from the mud, and we are growing the flower up, and then open. And then sharing to others. Okay. And then last one, seed growing up, growing the stem, and coming out from the water, And looking the sunshine, flower blooming, and then out to the world. Okay. Then let's bring our palms together to heart center. Maybe bow our head to set our intention or dedication for today's practice. And slowly open our eyes. All right, so let's come on to the back, please. Maybe having a belt close by. And let's bring our hands reach over the head, stretch from toes to fingertips. Let's take a big inhale, stretch. Maybe pointing the toes and the fingers wide. And open your mouth, let go. One more time, inhale, point your toes and stretch up and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, open your mouth, let go. Excellent. So let's move our legs to the right side. So the both leg is kind of walking towards the right side. Then moving our right hands to the right side as well. So like a shape of like a banana and lengthening the left side of your body. And if you like, you may catch the left of the wrist with your right hand. And then stretch, inhale, and exhale, let go. Okay, the other way. Walking our leg or foot to the left side. Then your hands goes to the left side as well. Then catch the right wrist with your left hand and lengthening the right side of your body. And on our exhalation, let go. Okay, come back to center and bring our right knee to the chest. And hug our right knee. And if you like, you may lift your head off the mat and chin towards your knees. But we are still grounding our left leg. So you may find a nice stretch to the front of the left leg. And then gradually head coming to the ground. Okay, so your right knee is moving to the left side. Then spread our arms out. So keep moving your right knee to the left. I'm just heading the camera down, maybe you see better. Okay, and then notice your right shoulder is lifted up, right? So let your right hand just moves to the center. Then bring your right palm on top of your left hand. So you are totally looking to the left side of the floor or to the wall. Then, so your hand is touching each other. Then right hand is gradually moving from the left palm, then left wrist, inner arm. So you are kind of sliding the right hand on your left arm. Then through the left chest and center of the chest and right side, then right hand goes open. Does that make sense? Okay, come back to center. Stretch your both leg and open your hands to the side. Then bring our left knee towards the chest. You may hug your knees or you may lift your chin towards your left knee and lengthen the back of the neck. All right, squeeze the belly in. And then gradually release your head to the ground. And continue to move your left knee to the right side. And then spread our arms wide. And then your left shoulder lifts up from the ground. And then bring your left hand to the top of your right palm. Okay, so your gentle touch of the left palm is sliding on your right hand and to the right wrist, inner arm, elbow, and then armpit and right chest and left shoulder and open to the side. Okay, and then back to center. Let's do one more time. So this time, bring your right knee to the chest and right knee move to the left side and twist. So right shoulder lifts up, then gradually bringing your right palm on top of the left side, left palm, sorry. Then your right hand is sliding through your left wrist, inner elbows, and arm, armpit, chest, and go back to the right side. Okay, other side. Left knee to the chest, then move your left knee to the right side, slowly lifting the left shoulder off the ground and left palm come on top of your right palm. So this is a great, you may already notice, great for shoulder. And sliding your left palm inner arm. So this touch is also very calming and soothing our nervous system. And then gradually moving to the left. Excellent. And then hug both knees to the chest and gently roll side to side. And then we're gonna roll back and forth to rocking chair to massage the back. But if you like to not to do, you can roll onto the side and come to the seated position. And then if you like to rock and roll, 3, massage the back and relax your arms, 2, 1. Then cross your legs and hands come onto the mat and the tabletop, please. So maybe you want to have something under your knees for tabletop. Okay, I'm changing. All right, so your palms under the shoulder, knees under the hip, right? Then stretch our right leg back. And I like this, what we always do. Push your heel back and down. Stretching the Achilles tendon, calf, and hamstring. Sometimes we really surprise how, we feel the back is so tensed. Don't realize how the calf or hamstring gets so tight. And if you like to release your left knee off the ground using the core or arm strength, you are welcome to do. So today I will give many options since we don't use the wall. So take the option, whichever works for you, whichever is safe for you. All right, release our left knee to the ground if you are lifted. And left foot is moving to the left side. Spin your right heel to the ground, right hand to the sky. If your wrist is quite not so comfortable, you can always use the block. So block is slightly softer surface. It helps to the wrist. So the angle of the wrist is, yeah, I think you like to take it easy on that angle. All right. And if you like, you may lift your right leg up. Then let's make a circle. So your right foot down or right leg up to you, but to make a circle, we are opening our shoulders, change the direction. Then invitation, bend your right knee, catch your right ankle or toe, then kick into our hand and open our heart. So also our practice today is a lot of opening our heart center. It's called Anahata chakra. The heart is, okay, let's release. So heart chakra associated with loving kindness, forgiveness. So we want to kind of activate that area for cultivating kindness and love towards ourselves. So how we grow our lotus flower. How do we find the joy and happiness even we have a difficult time, right? So we care and loving kindness towards ourselves and accepting whatever is there. It is okay to have the anger, but we allow ourselves to, have that emotion, but turn into the joy. How do we do that? So that's our practice. Okay, so did we stretch that? I don't remember if I said it. Okay, lift your right knee off the ground if you like. Then bring your right knee to the ground and right foot come outside of the mat. Then left hand to the sky. And again, use the block as you need. Then maybe move your left arm over the head and find a stretch to the hip joint on left side. And if you like, you may lift your left leg up. Then maybe big circle. And the invitation is to bend your left knee, maybe catch your left toe from outside, then kick into our hand, and that helps to open because we are using our arm goes back, so we open our chest. And lifting the chest up, and as if we are opening the heart. So when we look up to the sky, well, I can see the sky from here. So it's a space. When we see the great space, and we can open our space within too. Okay, then gradually coming down. And then pull our hips back and child pose, please. Child pose and bringing our hands, fingers wide and hands down, and reach our arms forward. Then gradually shifting to, I call holding the cupcake. So finger pad down to the mat and lift your palms off the ground, elbows up. And then pull our hips back to lengthening the lower back side of your body and notice the armpit and chest open as well. And this is a great release for the wrist as well, and great for shoulder too. All right, and then exhale, let go. And then let's slowly coming up to table again. And tucking our toes under. And then downward facing dog, hips high. Relax your head. And keep your breath going. Bend your knees, right and left. All right. And then inhale, right leg up. And then exhale, step between our hands. So you may use the block side by side if you like. And then you may bring your left knee to the ground, or you may keep your left knee lifted. And then inhale, looking forward. And find the openness to the hip joint. Then exhale, left hand to the ground, the right hand to the sky. So you may keep your left knee down or left knee up and open the chest. You may be staying here, or you may spin your left heel to the ground and move your right foot in a halfway. Or if you like, you may do the side plank here, or you may be staying here. You may keep your knee down. And lift your chest and gazing up to the sky. One more breath. And then exhale, let's release down. All right, so bring your hands down and let's step back. You may plank pose or downward facing dog, or you may come to tabletop. So if you are plank pose, you may go through vinyasa. Wow, there's so many options. Did you get it? Okay, thank you, Hori, for your head nodding. Okay, so eventually coming to table or downward facing dog, right? Then we are going to do the other side. So left leg up, however you want to lift it up. Then exhale, step forward. So left foot is forward, so you may use the block side by side, and your right knee is ground or lifted. So you may shift your weight back and forth a little bit, opening the right hip joint. So if you shift your weight forward a little bit more, you find a more openness, but up to you. All right, so left hand goes up and right hand down. You can keep using a block. Right knee can be ground and open. Okay, so you may be here staying, or you may be plant your outer edge of the right foot down and left foot move halfway. Or if you like, stack your left leg over. So there's so many ways to do. But lift your chest up and open gaze up. One more breath. And then exhale, let's release our hands forward. Then step back, plank, downward facing dog, or tabletop, or child pose. So do vinyasa or just resting in one pose. So decide how you want to be. Okay. So if you are tabletop or child pose, maybe you want to come to downward facing dog, then walk forward. Then let's bend forward, soften your knees, maybe grab our elbows, maybe swing our head or upper body side to side. Relax, soften, and also feel the ground. And then grounding our both feet to the ground. Now let's roll ourselves to stand. All right. And let's bring our feet together to the front of the mat. And then we want to use the Kapota, which is like a seed. And then Lotus. So interchangeably, we gonna change. So whenever, so it's welcome to have, if you like to bloom the flowers or half blooming or close, however you are comfortable. So instead of Anjali Mudra palms together, we wanna use the flower today, lotus flower. Okay. Let's inhale, reaching, so how we grow the lotus from the mud, then opening up and reaching our hands, and then gazing at the fully bloomed lotus. Then on our exhalation outward, so maybe like a gesture of sharing. Inhale, halfway left. And then exhale, let's step back to plank or downward facing dog or tabletop. So you may know if you're plank pose, you may go through vinyasa, plank to chaturanga, you may use the knee too. Or you may just be wherever you are in, maybe downward facing dog. Okay. Then when you come to your pose, let's together inhale. And open your mouth, exhale. And one more time, inhale. And open your mouth, let go. Okay, inhale, right leg up. And exhale, step forward. And then here is the option, left knee to the ground. Or you may come to crescent lunge. So you may keep your left knee down or you may lift. Then let's have the lotus to your heart center. All right. So from the heart center, we're gonna straight our arms upward, then open. And then exhale. Let's release our hands one more time. So from lotus, then inhale, reach our hands, grow in the lotus and open out. Then exhale, this time let's bring our hands to the ground and step back, plank pose, go through vinyasa or just be in downward facing dog or maybe to the tabletop or child pose, and your own practice. So we move our body to find the connection with our body mind. And I remember last time, did we do the last week? We connect our body. Then we are letting go the tension, right? Okay, let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg up. And then exhale, step forward. Okay, so lie knee to the ground or rise up to crescent lunge. So decide how you want to be. You can be halfway too. And from the Lotus Kapota to the heart center, then gradually we are growing the stem of lotus and reaching over the surface of water. And then open out. And then exhale, open out. Then let's do one more time. So lotus seed grow in the mud, then gradually rising, and then open, and then sharing it others. Or, lotus petal comes out and going to end that flower too. Okay, palms down, step back, and then again your way of transitioning. So maybe downward facing dog, or tabletop, or child pose, or plank to chaturanga, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Let's get a big inhale. Then open your mouth, exhale. One more time, inhale. And open your mouth, let go. All right, inhale, looking forward. And exhale, step between our hands. Inhale, halfway left. And exhale, bend forward, relax your head. All right, let's come. Inhale, rising up. So from the lotus the seed, from the heart center and growing up. Maybe flower opens and we are gazing up that from very bottom. And then exhale, hands goes out. Now let's stand with Kapota, the flower pod. All right, we're gonna do some balance here. So you are welcome to use the ball if you like. So it's going to be tree pose, but we're gonna implement that growing lotus flower. Shifting the weight to your right foot and pick up your left leg up. Then left foot wherever the left foot ends. Moving your left knee out, maybe left foot come to the ankle or calf. Even your toe is down to the ground, or maybe onto your inner leg. Avoid the knee area. Maybe the pod is just staying on the heart center, or bloom there at your heart, or if you like, reaching our stem, growing upward, then open over the head. Open the flower over the head. And also notice when you close and open your fingers, just to feel the openness to your heart as well when you open the flower petals. Staying one more breath, inhale, just open. Then on our exhalation, slowly release our foot down, then gradually lower your hands to the heart center. All right, let's do the other side. So any balance pose, so when you stand, the sense of the midline, so it's like from seed, stem is growing upward, right? So that kind of a sense of a vertical line is that so important. So when you lift your one leg, still keeping that line. But if that's hard to do, and use furniture and a wall. Okay, gradually lifting our, this time, light leg, right? Yeah, so lighten up and open to the side. So your right foot is sliding inside of your left leg. So wherever it goes, just be. Maybe your hand is just heart center opening a lotus flower, or growing a stem upward. Then open and release. Release means like whatever that you are holding on. We are opening, and it's up to us to bloom the beautiful flower. One more breath. Then on our exhalation, bring our feet down and gradually bring our hands to the heart center. Okay, let's let go the hands and the legs and shake it up. So next one, let's face to the longer side of the mat. Then our feet is going wider and wider. If you like to use the block, please do. Block in front of you. Then your feet is parallel to each other. All right. Then slightly bend your knees and hands on your hip. Inhale, looking up and chest open. Then on our exhalation, we bend forward, head down, and maybe hands rest on a block. Just imagine to have like a downward facing dog, but wide stance. So welcome to have the hands forward, bending forward. Or you may have the hands outer edge of the foot. Then head down. You may keep your knees bent. And keep your breath going. All right. Then inhale, halfway left. Maybe we want to have a block or hands on the ground. On our exhalation, bend your knees and head down and the sacrum upward. Then inhale, halfway left. And top of your head forward. And exhale, bend your knees, bend forward. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, bend forward. And then bring your hands on your hip, keep your knees bent, inhale, rise up. Okay, so this time point your toes outward. So when you bend your knees, knee toe goes same direction. And either it's up to you, you come lower and challenge yourself, or you may just be however you are comfortable. And then let's have the lotus flower. Actually starting from the bud of flower. So deep, however you want to be. But make sure you don't get injured or don't torture yourself. All right. Then inhale, grow in the lotus over the head. Then open the flower and we gaze at that flower. It's interesting, maybe we are looking from the mud. Then on our exhalation, gradually lower down and sinking, bending your knees. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale, you can take your time. Growing the flowers, growing the stem, and then coming from the water and reaching the sunlight and air and open the flowers. And then exhale, lower your hands and then bend your knees and sinking into the earth. And then from the earth and from the mud, we grow the flower. This is the last time. Straighten your leg gradually and reaching our hands up. And opening the flowers and gazing up. And then on our exhalation, you may keep the flower blooming or close and bending your knees. and sinking. And now bring our hands to the heart center open or half close or close, however you are comfortable. And maybe sinking in. And let's keep the pose here. If this is too much, you can straighten your leg. Otherwise, a little bit challenge here. You may lift your heels off the ground. Just giving a challenge here. Well, we have a physical challenge here, but sometimes mentally we have in our life the challenge, but still we can bloom our flowers. And let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and grounding our heels and hands reach up and blooming our flowers, gazing up. And exhale, let go and sharing to others. All right, excellent. All right, let's slowly bringing our feet, so toes in, toes out, to bring our feet closer. Then bring our hands behind you, so feet is a hip distance apart. And help pull our hands back and chest open. Then on our exhalation, drop our head down and lift your knuckles up. Then on our exhalation, let go our hands down, drop. Inhale, soften your knees, round our back, let's come up. And then exhale, lower our shoulder back and down. All right. So we're gonna gradually coming onto the ground. So if you are comfortable for your knees sitting down, Marasana. But if not, you can bring your hips down to the mat. If you are in Marasana, you may also keep the Padma Mudra, fully bloomed lotus flower. Okay, one more breath. And then exhale slowly down to the mat. Okay. So let's decide how. So next one is a meditation, but you are welcome to lie down to meditate, but don't just be aware and curious, and you are not sleeping. So lie down, be comfortable, or just sitting on the ground. All right, let's together Lotus. So wherever you are, let's inhale, hands reach to the sky and Lotus. Then exhale, let go. One more time, inhale. And exhale, open your mouth, let go. Okay, so be comfortable. If you like to keep the hands, please do. Or if you like to rest your hands on your knees, please do. Or if you like to, bring in the left palm on your heart and right palm on your belly, especially lying down. Maybe that's great too. And close our eyes. So this is called loving kindness meditation. So we use our words and the visualization to cultivate in the love and kindness towards ourselves and to others. So it's easy to start the loving kindness practice to picture someone that who you love, or any family member or your pet, that's easier for you, natural for you to extend your loving kindness. So that's a step for opening our heart. So picture your loved one. Let's inhale, soft and gently. And exhale, soft and gently. Then with the picture of your loved one, and recite this word. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe and protected. And may you be well in body and mind. And may you be at ease and happy. So now imagine your loved one is gazing back at you with same wishes you offer to them. And imagine that person or the pet is most loving way and the most kind voice saying to you, may you too be filled with loving kindness. May you too be safe and protected. May you too be well in body and mind. May you too at ease and happy. Receive this wishes gratefully. And this dear one wants for you the same kindness you extended to them. They want you to be happy. So this time, we send our loving kindness to yourself. And recite this word. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be safe and protected. May I be well in body and mind. May I be at ease and happy. So we are establishing the sense of loving kindness for yourself. So we can expand to include others. So choose someone that you like, or the stranger, or your neighbor, or someone who you know. And picture this person. If you cannot picture that person, that's okay, in general. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe and protected. And may you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. Now include the difficult people in your life. It is possible to extend your loving kindness to even this person. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe and protected. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. Continue to extend the spirit of loving kindness. So now let our awareness open out in all direction to people everywhere and all beings, and maybe expand to the whole world and to the earth and animals and peoples, all living beings. Imagine like a lighthouse radiating to all direction to everyone, every being, living in rich and poor, living in war and peace, living in hunger and abundance. We recite this word. May all beings be held with loving kindness. May all beings be safe and protected. May all beings be well in body and mind. May all beings find ease, happiness, and peace. And continue to radiate in the loving kindness to all direction, all around you and all around the world. You may decide, continue to decide. May you be filled with loving kindness. And may you be safe and protected. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. You may continue to sit, or you may come to the lying down position. And if you are comfortable, continue that awareness of loving kindness. And also, if you like to come to hammock pose, you may do as well. It's an invitation. So the hammock pose, you may use the big loop of the belt. So meditation can be any form, right? So everyday life, when you do dishwashing and laundry or gardening, or when we do just sitting, or even we do hammock pose, we can meditate on. So if you like to be in hammock pose, connecting the right foot and head, and just resting here. But continue that mantra or the loving kindness wishes to anyone that you picture or you want to send a message, or in general to everyone. And also, you are welcome to change the left leg when you are ready to change from right side of the leg to the left side of the hammock pose. You are welcome to change anytime. And if you haven't changed the leg, change to the left leg and hammock pose. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be safe and protected. May you be well in body and mind. And may you be at ease and happy. So any word, your own word, to send the loving kindness. So if you are in a hammock pose, gradually release the belt and coming on to the mat. Maybe before going Shavasana, releasing the lower back, dropping the knees right and left if you like, and be comfortable in lying down in Shavasana. Soften everywhere. Let go the tension. And you may do loving kindness. It's called metta, the sending of messages to others and to yourself. And soften our heart and open. Or if that doesn't open, that is okay. So accepting whatever is here, whatever we have this moment, that is enough. It's perfect. Gently bring in awareness to your fingertips and toes. Noticing our body existing here. And we have this body and a grateful appreciation to our body. And reach our hands over the head and let us stretch from toes to fingertips. Take a big inhale, stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. And open your mouth, exhale. Bring our knee to the chest. Give a nice hug to ourselves. Loving kindness to ourselves. So that's always start. Loving kindness always starts from here, from yourself. And we can find the joy and happiness even in difficult time, even in a suffering and in anger. And I hope we can transform that mad darkness to the bright blooming lotus flower and happiness and joy. And gradually roll onto the side And press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. And let's take a big inhale together, hands reach to the sky. And exhale, bring our palms together to heart center. Loving kindness practice can be anytime, anywhere. It will calm our mind and keep ourselves connected to our heart. And we feel connected with people around us. Thank you very much for letting me guide through your practice, sharing your time together. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining. And if you have any question, please let me know. And this is actually end of, so next week is a ski week. So this is the end of our session. So if you are interested in the March and the April, let me know, or you can send me email too, or you can just tell me here.